shock on your face when you crossed the line. Talk to me about that.
It's been 2 years, you know. Actually 3 now. 3 years since I've ran close to that. I had a great season opener, so I was kind of indicative that I was going to run fast here. Luckily, the guys decided to run fast today too, and they pushed me a little bit. You know, I'm kind of a little bittersweet. I haven't been back there in a while, but I always want to see 12 on the board first before a 3 or 1-2 instead of a 1-3. But I'll take it. You know, a number 2 in the world. I'll take it.
And speaking of that, number 2 in the world as of literally today. So how was that? Just seeing your other competitors, seeing how they're competing around the world, and trying to push out that noise for your race today.
You know, it's like I said earlier today. It's about my lane. It's not about what everybody else does, because unless someone like decides to hit me, like a few people do, it's only me that can run my race. And if I focus on my stuff, it works out pretty well. That's what I did today, and got the win. So.
And it seems like, I don't want to put any words in your mouth, but you've been having a really good year. So what has changed this season just with training? Because you're still with the same coach, still the same team, but like, what have you changed?
I haven't changed much. I mean, you know, like I said, it was a lot of work, more so on the mental side. Like, I really had to get with a sports psychologist to work on getting over my injuries, getting back to like a confident state where I can come out here and I don't know what's going to happen, but I can put on a show just in my performance. I don't have to rely on other people to push me as much. I don't have to feed off the crowd as much. But today, you know, it's like my first official pro race of the year. So, you know, I think I did pretty well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got to turn around and run on 100 now.
That's fine.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, 100 is pretty easy. There's no hurdles in the way.
You feel like you can beat guys like Sasha and Dylan? And...
Yeah, I think I have the best PB out of everybody into a headwind.
Do you build more confidence out of like the way you run and like, you know, equaling your PB today, or do you build more confidence from, you know, beating the guys you beat today or beating Graham 2 weeks ago in games?
I mean, all people care about is who wins, but at the end of the day, it's what I do within myself and my own performance, because the other people competing next to me are not indicative of what my performance has to be unless like they hit me. But even if that happens, I still have to get myself across the finish line.
You want to call anyone out for hitting you? You said that twice.
I mean, I've had a bunch of people hit me actually, and I've hit people too. So.
Trey, can you talk about how long does a race stay with you? Like, do you put it behind you right away? Do you move on to the next, especially after maybe not winning on that rare occasion?
You know, I feel like the losses stick with me a little bit more, just because they sting. Just because I like to compete, I like to win. But you know, I process things pretty quickly, and people like always get on me like, you need to show more emotion and stuff in your interviews and whatnot. I'm like, well, I've already like absorbed it. I've loved it. I mean, I almost cried a minute ago, but you know, I didn't cry really because I've worked so hard to get back to where I was, and I mean, yeah, I mean, I just do it a little bit quicker than most people.
Thank you, man. Congrats.
Trey, you're knocking on the door of sub 13. What do you think it's going to have to take?
It should have been sub 13 today, but it's okay. You know, I think if I just stick with the course, I mean, I've gotten better at each race, and training's showing that I'll run sub 13, so just be patient.
Anything technical you break down for us?
Push a little harder.
Sometimes it's all it takes.
Yeah. You need a photo.
Trey, you walk in here as a challenger. You walk in here as a challenger. You come up with a big win, and by this time tomorrow, you may, you know, be a slam champion. What's the mindset? How do you feel?
No, I want to shock people tomorrow. A lot of people don't think us hurlers can sprint. I think a few of us can. I think Sasha can sprint when he decides to.
When it's 100K to win?
So, I mean, we all have to sprint in training. So, I mean, we just have some barriers in our way every now and then. But I want to shock people tomorrow.
How does this competition set you up for the rest of the year?
You know, it's kind of like a size-up competition. I mean, it's pretty early in the season, relatively. But you know, a bunch of these guys will be on the Diamond League circuit with me, and then eventually at World Champs later in the year.
What do you think you executed well? What
What can you say about the atmosphere?
The atmosphere, you know, I think I'm biased. I think I had a little more support than most people because I went to Florida State and I've been in the state for 8 years. So I think a lot of people have my back.